So I've struggled knowing when I'm facing challenges because something is truly not meant for me, or if I'm facing challenges because I'm being I'm trying to get past to the next level or of growth or consciousness, or when do you know that it's God that has the bigger vision for you, and that's why you're facing these challenges, and not because it's truly not meant for you?
Let me answer that. So, because you're actually asking, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, it's going to be hard to know in the beginning of this, obviously, because dots always only connect after you move through these moments and look back. But usually, if you continue to be met with resistance, it's usually a sign that it's probably not meant for you right now. Either that's not meant for you in general, or that you're not seeing something, so something is actually, this probably is not aligned with you, but you think it's aligned, so it's creating resistance because maybe a higher force is at play. It's helping you not move toward with this. So in a sense that it's not really a blockage, but it's more like assistance, right? So there's that case. But then in your interpretation, it could be like, okay, it's not meant for me, but that can also mean that it may be not right now, not at this moment, right? And then the other scenario where it just simply means that you have to keep moving through, then there will always be like a way, like there's momentum there in that scenario. Does that make sense? In the first case where something is truly not meant for you, you will continue to be met with resistance, and it won't feel right. Like you will know,
right.
Like there's a difference between like fighting through something and then like knowing it's because of something, it's worth your time. Like you actually feel like it's worth something and it's what's required, because good things take time and you have to invest in those moments. There's that. But then also sometimes you feel like you're fighting for nothing, you're exhausted, right? So if you actually find yourself feeling depleted, that's how you know. And a lot of people don't know when they're in that moment. But when you're fighting for the right thing, you will always find yourself feeling motivated. Actually, that's what it is. You will find yourself feeling fueled and motivated because you're fighting for the right thing, and you're fighting for it's spiritual for you. You're fighting for the spiritual reason. Why? Because it's aligned with you. You want this, and that want is deeper than the egoic desire. Oh, I want this. It's deeper. There is a difference, and you may not always be able to tell the difference right in the moment. That's why I say like you are gonna make sense of it much more later.
Right.
Did that address your question?
Yeah, I think it does.
So there's resistance. Once you're faced with resistance, that's usually a sign that you should take a pause, right? And whether or not the resistance is caused by a higher force being at play, where it's trying to help you or orchestrate something for you or warn you, or that it's simply, well, I guess it's the same thing. It's just not meant for you. But if it's something that's supposed to just like that you're supposed to fight for, it usually still creates momentum. Like, and you're fueled by it. Like it gives you determination, like motivation. But sometimes those two things can go together though. Sometimes you move through these things that are not in your alignment with you, like that you're supposed to kind of move past. You move past that to get to where you're truly aligned. And you know how you can really make sense of this is by keep moving through it. Action will always give you answers you're looking for. Right. That's why taking action, making decisions is pivotal. Right. That's the only way you're going to figure it out.
Right.
Because you won't really know until you really move through it. And if you feel like, well, I feel like I'm taking action, but it's still not working, well, and it depends. That's why I say it depends on what situation we're talking about. Because let's say if we're talking about something that also involves other people's will, such as like a relationship, now that's a whole different conversation. Right. Because we're now taking into account that person's will and that person's life path. So what you're asking right now, like the difference between like something, like how do you know the difference between like when to give up because it's not meant for me, or when to persevere through it because it's just making me fight for it? Depends.
Yeah. Can I share it vulnerably? Like something, can I share something more specific to me?
Yeah. Or do you want me to turn it off now?
No.
Okay.
It's okay. Like when we bought the house, as an example, I was like, in my mind, I had this vision of how everything was going to work out and what everything was going to look like. And it has obviously come to this place where the vision that I had when we first bought the house has so drastically changed, but in that space and in that feeling and that energy of momentum, right? Like the things that are opening up and the doors that are opening up for me right now in my life are the things that are giving me energy and giving me life, like giving me the space and the opportunity to pursue something that I was trying to hide from.
You know what this is?
What?
Sometimes you go through what you think you want to find out what you really want.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. That's exactly what it's felt like, because I was like, because I didn't realize, I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize that I had thought that I didn't want to work.
Mm-hmm.
I
never believed you, by the way.
I had thought that but you know what it was? It wasn't that I didn't want to work, and it wasn't that I didn't have the passion to like, and the creative energy and all this stuff, and it wasn't that I wanted to even necessarily be a stay-at-home whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was that I had all of this shame and all of this blocked energy that I refused to look at around my business dying during COVID. And so...
And then you wanted to possibly cover that up with the stability of a house.
I wanted to cover it up with the stability of a house, and I wanted to, like, know that, you know, it was going to get taken care of and I didn't have to do anything to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that illusion has just been chipped away at slowly over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And, like, thank God for my husband, because he's truly had the patience and the fortitude, and the patience really is the main thing, to help me and to hold my hand through that growth that I feel like I finally gotten to the other side of a huge block.
Yeah.
And he had so much patience and so much grace and so much care, and was truly protecting me in a way that I didn't realize I was being protected by him. Like, to me, protection looked in my mind a lot different, which he still, like, protects me in those ways too, but it didn't even occur to me that, oh, all this time he's also been protecting me from myself. Until I was
sometimes
ready.
protection is also letting you go through the process that you need for yourself without judgment. That's what protection is.
Yes.
Like, you probably thought protection is, oh, don't do this, don't do this.
Right.
People think protection equals control. No, sometimes protection is go through it.
Yeah.
And I'll be right here with you.
Yes.
Or I'll be right here for you when you want to talk about it.
Yep.
I'm going to end this.
Okay.